Damn, that's 4 players now in the Texas running back room. Now, what am I talking about, y'all? 4 players have now entered the transfer portal for the Texas Longhorns, just in the running back room alone. It's a lot of players. Now, this is Quintrevion Wisner, obviously just played his last season with the Texas Longhorns, rushed for 597 yards. Had a big game against Texas A&M, y'all, where he rushed for 155 yards on the ground. Now, look, if we're being honest, the running game wasn't what Texas wanted it to be in 2025, right? It should have been a lot better. They really struggled in that category, which kind of affected their passing game, which is why they became really one-dimensional, right? So at the end of the day, I do get why Texas moved in a different direction and why they're kind of cleaning the shop, right? We've seen it even with the defensive coordinator. They moved on from obviously him. They brought in Will Muschamp. So this is just, to me, what Steve Sarkisian's doing. He's being very aggressive. He's attacking, and he's trying to get these guys to come in. Now, Parhayes Foster, these are the 4 running backs that obviously hit the transfer portal. Cedric Baxter, we talked about him. That's C.J. Baxter. Obviously, you guys told me a lot in the comments that he dealt with a lot of injuries, wasn't the same player afterwards, after that ACL, so on and so forth. We just talked about Trey Wisner. Obviously, he was the leading rusher this season for the Longhorns, 597 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jared Gibson, also a running back for Texas, he hit the portal. And then Ricky Stewart Jr. So what does that mean? That means for Texas, they're definitely going to hit the portal and get some guys. But that opens up the door now for Derek Cooper. Now, who is Derek Cooper? This is Derek Cooper, as I kind of just mentioned, right? Played for Chaminade Madonna. That's one of the best teams in the state of Florida. We know how elite they are. 5-star prospect. Obviously rushed for a whole bunch of yards and touchdowns. And he was a guy that was in the recruitment. Like Georgia was in there, Tennessee was in there, but Texas ended up winning this recruitment for Derek Cooper. So I already look at next year like this should be a guy that has some kind of a role for Texas with them losing 4 guys into the transfer portal. Again, I expect them to be very aggressive. I expect them to go after guys and obviously land guys to bring in. But at the same time, that's going to open the door for some of the young guys to come in and play at a high level for Texas Longhorns. But all this means is this Coach Sark ain't playing, and they're trying to really revamp this roster, and they're trying to get back to a CFP playoff, and they're trying to play some meaningful football in 2026. This is what all these moves tell me, and these guys obviously hitting the portal. Of course, the players have a say-so in this, but sometimes it's also the teams that tells guys, hey, we're going to move in a different direction. We're going to hit the portal. Because remember, these guys are getting paid now. So if you ain't performing up to snuff and you ain't performing at a high level, the coaches will tell you to hit that portal. And I do believe that's what's currently happening, obviously, with Texas and the Longhorns. So not a bad move. We'll see what Quintrevion Wisner obviously ends up, but I expect for them to stay aggressive in the portal. Once that window opens on January 2nd, it will be a very, very busy time for a lot of us sports reporters and journalists and content creators, as so many guys hit the portal and obviously land to their next schools and they obviously commit. But I want to talk to my Texas Longhorn fans. Y'all holla at me. Who do you guys want to see now, obviously, at the running back spot? Do you guys feel good with Derek Cooper? Do you guys want to go get somebody like a Hollywood Smothers out of the portal? Like, who do you guys want to kind of come in and be that guy for you, right? Because usually for Texas, you guys usually develop guys and obviously get them to play at a high level, and they develop within your program, the Bijan Robinsons, and so many more I can obviously attest to. But who do you guys want, at those positions to come in and really help this team take that next jump? Let me know down in the comments. And y'all know what to do. Follow me for more college football content.